Okay, so this is our very first video book club.
Yeah.
So I'm Julie. Hi.
I'm Kara.
And tonight we're talking about our October book club pick, which was Frankenstein.
Yes, which we thought would be a great spooky.
Well, I'd read it before, so I knew what I was getting into.
It was not what I expected.
Okay, so yeah, that's the first,
Yeah.
I think that because we have this cultural idea of Frankenstein,
Yes.
like he's green, he's a monster, okay.
Got bolts
So
in his
yeah,
neck
we made, so bring your own snack, bring your own Frankenstein. You can see, look. I also she wrote Frankenstein when she was 19.
I had not quite put that together, but yes.
Because she...
Very young.
Yes, met Percy Shelley when she was very young.
17. When
Yes.
They started their little romantic
relationship.
relationship.
Their relationship.
I mean, should we mention that Percy was married? And
yes.
now I read that they were estranged.
The inspiration for the book, she was away with her husband, with Percy.
Yeah.
And with Lord Byron, lots of other...
Lord Byron, who her sister had an affair with and got pregnant by.
Yes. So
radical fun times.
Yes. So not only does she have radical reformist parents, I mean she's hanging around in this whole circle of people that greatly influenced.
Sitting around a log fire at Lord Byron's villa, the company amused themselves with German ghost stories. And was like, we should each write our own story. Mm-hmm. And she had a really hard time. They kept asking her every morning, oh, do you have a story yet? And she did not. Started discussing the principle of life.
Yeah. And
she had this amazing spark. Creepy. She has this thought, perhaps a corpse could be reanimated.
Yeah.
Shivers.
Okay, so Frankenstein is the doctor's name. And the thing he creates is the creature.
Yet in today's popular culture.
Yes, yeah. Mr. Green, Frankenstein. Yeah, he's not Frankenstein. He's the creature.
I really thought it was going to be a good October, spooky, Halloween-y, fun. I thought it would be fun. Oh my heavens. This book beat me. It owned me. And it probably only took me a week to read it.
Yeah. But
I had to keep putting it down because it is so heavy. It weighed on my soul. And it just was hard.
It's very sad. And it's slow.
It's sad. There is no light at the end of the tunnel, and you know it.
Yes,
You're reading
no
it,
redeeming.
and you know exactly how this is going to go down.
Yeah.
I'm reading it, I'm like, why am I reading it? I know what's going to happen. None of this goes well.
Yes.
Everyone's going to die. I'm like, you don't see it yet, Frankenstein, but I do.
Yes.
And it...
Yeah, tragedy. I mean, this is a tragedy.
And I love tragic novels.
Yeah.
I love Tess the D'Urbervilles, Wuthering Heights, painful,
Well, we just read
House of Mirth.
Yes, sad.
Painful
tragedy.
Ethan Frome, beautiful, heart-wrenching novels.
Yes.
This novel does not wrench my heart, except that it locked it and weighed it and threw it into the ocean and it drowned. And now sits at the bottom of the ocean floor.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad the holidays are coming up so we can pick a light, cheery...
Something happy.
Only probably reflection I did while reading was I just kept shaking my head at Frankenstein. He's so neglectful.
Yes.
And I had a hard time going back and forth. I'm like, do I sympathize with the creature? Do I sympathize with Frankenstein? My answer is neither of them. I hate both of them.
He
shapes the course
kind
of
of
his life.
is foreseeing bad results when he's just thinking about the idea. But somehow that doesn't stop him. And then after creating it and seeing that it was hideous,
immediately runs away.
And goes and hides.
and like takes zero responsibility for what he just did.
Yeah.
Is ill for months.
Right. But doesn't
think about his creation.
Yeah. So
Shelley, where'd it go? Hey, Clairville, did you see this thing in my room?
Yeah, that I mean.
What?
Yeah.
He knows what's going to happen. Like
yeah.
It kind of made it sound like he'd already discovered.
Yeah.
Like how to imbue, is that the word I'm looking for? Imbue life into a thing. And then he's like, ooh, I'm going to do this on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
Collects his materials, works real hard.
Yes.
Whatever. He already knows that this thing that he's creating is going to wake up.
Yeah.
And he has no action plan. He has no idea where this thing's gone. He doesn't see it for like 2 years.
Yes.
He's obviously like, it torments him, but he doesn't care enough.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, thank goodness it's gone. Out of sight, out of mind.
Okay. So, the DeLacy, that subplot, I kind of love and hate all at the same time.
Jody just texted me, and she talks about the DeLacy family. So
there we go.
Add this in here.
Okay.
It's all you
so
kids.
for the creature, the DeLacy family kind of represented his final hope. So he is traversing the countryside.
Does he? I hope he has clothes.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Maybe that's why they all screamed.
But he comes across basically this family, and he's like hiding out in a shelter outside,
like a hutch sort of thing, which he can hear the conversations inside perfectly from.
He's the best stalker ever.
He has amazing hearing.
Yes.
Just impeccable.
Yes. So he's watching them, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So there is...
This is where he gets his...
Yes, his humanity. Yes.
Yes. Because he conveniently finds some books in the forest. And clothes. They do mention clothes there.
Yes. It's the first time, though. Yeah. Because apparently the cold and weather doesn't affect him.
Yeah, nothing. He's invincible.
Yes.
What is his lifespan? Another negligent question that Frankenstein doesn't know.
Yeah. Okay, so he's eavesdropping, he's watching, he's listening, he's stalking this family. But he learns about love, and he learns about music, and he learns about service, because he watches the brother and sister serve their blind father.
And he also sees that these people have their own sadness.
Yes.
He is concerned for them because he sees how beautiful and like happy and comfortable their little home seems.
Yeah.
And he doesn't realize at first that they're actually in poverty.
Yes.
And like heartbroken. Kind of like how you learn as a human. Like you first observe and you're just, it's all emotive.
Yeah.
And then words.
Yeah.
And reading and comprehension.
Yes.
Yeah.
He has had not good experiences so far with trying to introduce himself to people.
Chased out of towns.
Yes.
He knows that they do not like him.
Right.
That he's fearful.
Yeah. So he falls in love with this family while he's watching them. I mean, he
genuinely cares for them and cares about their plight.
Yes. And he's, just invested in them.
Yeah. He helps them. He shovels the walkway.
Yeah.
And helps gather firewood for them.
Yes.
Leaves it on their door.
Yes. And so he thinks that he is building up goodwill. Yeah. And that they will see his acts and be able to overlook his outward appearance.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Not so much. But then we kind of get that. Okay, so first, and he plans this out really well, that he's going to go to the blind father first.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go to the one that can't see me. Mm-hmm. And get him to love me. Because if he loves me, I'm in. Yeah. Right? Okay.
It's a good plan.
It's a good plan.
It sort of starts working.
And it does. Because the blind man is very nice to him.
Yes. And then it just gets hasty.
But then everybody else shows up.
Yeah.
And then it gets bad.
Unfortunate. He should have visited the blind dad several times.
Yeah. So the women flee in terror. The son attacks the creature.
Yeah. And he runs away.
Yes. So he has his heart broken.
Yeah. And they move.
Yes, they move.
They're out of there. Because he already admitted to the dad that he's been there.
Watching.
Yeah.
And this is, and you kind of, this is the arc of the creature, right? He is born. He develops. He's searching for love. Nope.
Instantly
gonna be evil forever.
Yeah. Okay. There's no alternative. Yeah. Later he manipulates Frankenstein into making the promise that he'll create a mate and then he'll be good and he'll go away and he'll leave everyone alone and it's all gonna be great. Yes. No, that was never an option. Yeah. Stupid.
So I guess at least he doesn't create a mate.
We can say that's his one redeeming thing.
That is, Frankenstein.
He gets so close.
Yes.
And then wusses out. That's the only thing he's good at.
Yes.
I thought just from a structural standpoint, this narrative is interesting. Yes. Because it's not just bookended. It's like bookended within bookends. Yeah. Because you have this I'm on a boat plot. Yes. And that's how, he and epistolary. Oh my gosh, everything's epistolary. Bookends and epistles. Can we get more exciting than this?
We're very technical sometimes.
On a boat, we don't know or care who this guy is. Yes. But he becomes friends with Frankenstein. Right. Who then starts telling his story about creating the creature. So he's orating this to the guy. Right. Which also has letters. And then for part of it, and then the creature tells his story within that, and that takes up a lot of space. Right. And then you have to come back out. It's like Inception. You have to come back out of the levels. Yes. It's kind of weird. Yeah. Yes.
And I think it takes a little bit of getting into the book to be like, wait, what is happening? Yeah. Why are we moving?
Why, where?
In time, in places, and comparing and contrasting, again, characters. Okay. Elizabeth and Sapphy. Okay. So we have Elizabeth, who is completely devoted. Her life is about serving
the Frankenstein
everyone else. Yep. Yes. She is brought in as a young child because her mother died. Yeah. She's Victor's cousin. Mm-hmm. She's raised with Victor's family. As young children, Victor's mother is decided y'all are getting married. Yep. And so they both grow up just kind of understanding that's what's going to happen. But as the wedding is approaching, she writes to him and says, I know that this is what your mother wanted, it's what's intended for us, but I don't want you to go through with it.
Right.
Unless you actually love me.
It would be heartbreaking to her.
Yes, that she loves him. Yeah. But it's all about what everybody else wants. Yeah. When Victor needs him, she comes and nurses him.
She's very self-sacrificing, and Victor is not.
No, he's not. So Sapphy is brought up kind of the complete opposite. Yeah. Be independent, be fierce, be powerful.
And she does. She goes against the wishes of her father.
But both women, I think, there's good in both of them.
Yeah, I don't think that one is better than the other.
Yeah, it's almost kind of a
different qualities. Well, terrible things that happen. It's not a light and cheery, fun Halloween book.
It's not. It's just sad. None of them are happy. No. The most happy probably is Sapphy and Felix.
Yeah, they're fine.
They're exiled and impoverished, but...
Yeah, it's cool. They've got their garden.
But that's, that's the happy couple.
Once they got rid of the stalker, they're all... Yeah.
So this is from the book. This is the creature talking to Victor. Remember that I am thy creature. I ought to be thy Adam. I was benevolent and good. Misery made me a fiend. Make me happy, and I shall be again virtuous.
A little bit of love saves a lot of lives.
Yes, and I think that's where, as I was rambling about all the mothers dying, I think that I was trying to get to that too, that's what's missing from the book is love. That no one is, there's no love.
Nope. You can raise it and you can try to instill in it your values, which he could have and should have done for his creature.
Yes.
And maybe name it,
So we call it creature.
Details.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're trying very hard not to call it Frankenstein because it is not Frankenstein.
It's not
We're
Frankenstein.
elitists now.
Yeah. So Kara clearly hated the book.
It might grow on me. As I was reading it, again, did not study, read it for pure enjoyment.
Yes.
And I'm like, it's like, I know that this is going to be great to analyze, but I don't care. Just hang. I probably sat at like 92 and 97% for a couple days because I couldn't. I'm so close, but it just was too much.
The mental exhaustion.
Yes.
Even though it's sad and terrible, I kind of love it.
Okay. See, we got two opinions here.
Yeah. I loved the idea that I loved the idea about love. I loved the idea that love could have saved him.
The creature?
Yes. Or
do you think it would have, love as in another creature? Or
no,
love as in humanity accepting him?
Yes. As in Victor sticking around. And people...
Yeah, I think
Victor
the best
being
case
able
scenario is Victor not being a weenie.
Yes. But yes, that if Victor could have shown humanity, compassion, love, that could have...
He doesn't show it to anyone. They don't have the energy to spare to be dealing with this thing that they have no idea what's going on and they are ill-equipped to handle.
Yes, they're all comforting Victor when he's the one who's brought
all this misery to them. Yeah. And they have no idea that they're very,
it just...
What is the word I'm looking for? The menace is in their presence.
Yeah. That his selfishness and egotism brings down himself and it brings down everybody around him.
And he doesn't care. He does. It torments him.
Yes.
But he watches everyone else die around him.
Yeah.
Which was the creature's great plan. Yes. The creature was wonderful. See, I do
He's very...
That's all I got.
So I loved Frankenstein.
And
it's going to grow on her.
Maybe as I forget the pain, and after Christmas, I appreciate its merits.
Okay.
I did not enjoy reading it.
At least it's not very long.
Thank goodness.
It's short.
Any longer, and I would be one of the other many victims of Victor.
It's a book that's going to make you have an opinion. And I like that about books.
Yes.
It's
not a meh book.
Yes. I like ones that make you angry or make you, evoke something.
I've thrown books across the room before. Had I not been reading this on my phone, I might have done that to this one.
Yes. Sometimes you just have to walk away from your friends in the paper or on the tablet or whatever.
I walked away from this book many times.
I can't deal with you right now. I will have to come back later. Because you're crazy. Remember the episode of Friends where he's reading The Shining? Did you ever watch Friends?
I've not. No, really. I watched some.
Okay, Joey reads a scary book and he has to put it in the freezer when it gets too scary. So don't put your tablet in the freezer. But
if you feel like you sympathize with me in any way, get a paperback so you can put this in the freezer and throw it across the room.
Yes, whichever, however you deal with your
anger. You might enjoy it more after that, after you've been able to physically take out your aggression.
Yeah, we like that.
I might go buy a copy at Half Price Books just so I can throw it.
Yeah, I have a hardback copy, so maybe you should throw that.
I'll throw your notes.
You throw my notes. Okay.
I do feel better.
All right, I'm gonna lean over. Shall we enjoy a?
Yes, let's eat Frankenstein's face. I'm sorry, not Frankenstein.
We're gonna eat
the creatures.
We're gonna eat the creature's face.
Cute little creature, the cutest he's ever been. What flavor is this one?
I think it's pistachio because it's green. No. Okay, pick a different flavor.
We almost got Mom to join on this one.
We did, yes. We'll share our treats with her
anyway.
We were
neglected by our mothers, just like everyone else.
Just like all the characters. Okay, that's it. That's it from us. Thank you for watching. Please leave comments. Let us know what you thought about the book.
Yeah, about the book. Don't give us any feedback. We don't want it.
Yeah, don't tell us this, please. Just about the book.
Only
book comments only. Okay.
And that's it. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.